about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Allie Colbert.
And I'm Lucas Tim.
Woo.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, it's
Good.
Monday.
Good to be here
So
Monday
good.
morning.
Yeah.
We're
July
back.
30th.
Ooh, I can't believe it's almost August. That's
Aye.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucas thought it was already August. He was
I
like,
know.
it's August. And we were like, no, man.
It's not.
Roll.
2 more
Yeah.
days.
I know, 2 more days. Enjoy
more
those
days.
last few days of July.
Well, according to E! News, supermodel Bella Hadid and pop singer The Weeknd are reportedly exclusive again. The couple broke up 2 years ago, but now look like they're back together even amongst their busy schedules. Are you excited? Who's this like?
I mean, who's just terrified that they're going to get engaged
Literally.
in like a week?
Yeah.
We're finished the show's engagement alert.
Yeah, I can't emotionally handle any more celebrity engagements at this point. It's
not
crazy.
into it?
It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot of emotion.
hard for you.
I'm up, I'm down, I'm excited, I'm sad. I don't know. It's just a lot.
They broke up 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were dating for a while, and then apparently he was dating other girls. It was like, no, I still love Bella.
Other girls. Come on, Selena Gomez.
Right. Sorry. By other
Yeah.
girls, often other girls is Selena Gomez, and with recent news. Yeah. How is Selena doing? You think?
Well, I mean, according to his last song, he almost gave her a kidney. Like, do you remember in his
Wow.
last
Oh,
song,
yeah.
he was like,
Was that all
I
right?
almost gave you an organ, and everybody's like, it's Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
So
He
it's like
says that?
Yeah, literally, it's like something like that.
But isn't a penis an organ too?
There you go.
So maybe he was like, I almost, and they were saying like they never actually like did it, right?
I'm sure they did.
That is,
Yeah, I
that's
guess.
one interpretation. Yeah,
Yeah, I just thought maybe they were like, he was like, I didn't really go all the way with you, but I almost gave it to you. My favorite thing about when they were dating was when Justin Bieber was like, The Weeknd sucks. Like, remember he started going like in
Right.
articles and being like, yeah, his music is whack. And you were like, well, that's weird because you guys were about to collaborate
Yeah.
a
And
second ago.
Also,
Jealous much?
the guy who's saying "baby, baby, oh baby" can't go after someone else's whack music. Just not insulting Bieber. I'm just saying, like, The Weeknd makes good pop songs.
I think
Also,
they're-
that
I
song
think
he did
they're
with
both
Beyonce, what was
Which
it,
one?
6-inch Heels or whatever, on a couple albums ago or whatever.
yeah.
I remember.
I don't know
It's
that.
not a single, but it's like it's on her album, not before
The one with
Formation.
Jack White too?
Maybe, yes. That was a really good song. I like his music. I think he's really
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah,
like
great
me too.
music. I love The Weeknd's music. Bella Hadid, I'm less interested in.
You know, so she's also, I'm like really reading into music lyrics. So in Drake's last album, there was also a rumor that they had been dating, and there were like 2 songs. Did you guys listen to the record where he like sort of like alludes to the fact that he also dated Bella? So I think they both like took 2 years away, dated really famous people,
Right.
kind of like sowed their wild oats, and like now they're back together. Maybe you just have to get it out of your system and like.
They're a
sleep with
good-looking
other
couple.
You definitely have to get stuff out of your system.
celebrities.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I like them. Whatever. They're gonna be married in 3 weeks and have a kid in a year. I mean.
Yeah. And
right?
then they can swap kidneys.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Swap kidneys.
Why not?
Well, a sneak peek for the new season of Jersey Shore, A Family Vacation, has officially been released. Fans definitely have plenty of drama to look forward to on the episode premiering August 23rd. Everyone's hoping to see the feud with Ronnie and his child's mother and an announcement for Dina's baby. Let's take a look. I'm pregnant.
Mr. and Mrs. Polly D.
Oh, so someone gets married?
Somebody has a baby.
I guess
Oh my
I
God.
don't believe that Pauly D gets married though.
That's so tough
don't?
to.
No, he's like announced so many times that he's like not about relationships and he's just like gonna live his DJ life.
But he's with
DJ
Audrey
life.
O'Day, right? She's also a DJ?
Yeah, they were on and off. Are they back together?
Yeah, I thought they were back together. It's hard to keep track. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they're both DJs. I feel like, you know, when a DJ falls in love with another DJ, it's real.
And they make beautiful music.
Yeah, right. They're just like on each other's genitalia.
I would be surprised if he got married. I mean, I guess he could get married to another DJ. He's one that I just feels like frozen in time.
Yes.
You know, the others I felt like I've seen them change or like at least pretend to grow up a little bit.
They just
but
have
he's
children.
just like a wax figure.
I mean,
literally.
look at his hair. He's literally frozen in time.
Yeah.
He has
He
not
is changed.
changed at all.
That hair, oh, I just
Is
want to shave it
intense.
all off.
He didn't bring any humans in the world yet. Yeah, I mean, I watched the premiere of this vacation show when I felt the IQ point just pouring out of my head.
Yeah.
I mean, for me with these shows, I would be more shocked if it showed them debating foreign policy. Like, oh, that's shocking. Like, I want to see them actually go, like, get deep into the issues. But this is all stuff I've seen before, like pregnancy, marriage, drunk falling down the stairs, police. I'm like, we've seen this 1,000 times before.
I love how you're reporting from this show, being like, that show's just too silly.
Yeah. I'm very serious here on Build Brunch.
Yeah.
So I did see also an episode last season, and it's funny because JWoww and Snooki are both mothers now, and so I was watching to see like how they handled themselves, and they really like weren't out like getting drunk and crazy. The episode I saw, Snooki got some other random girl drunk and was like getting her super, super drunk, and then the girl like puked over the couch. So it's like they're just like transferring their stuff on other people and
That's
making
funny.
them embarrass themselves.
Well, I saw the one.
Did you see that? It was like
I haven't seen that, but I like the idea of them just pushing their bad habits on other people.
Yeah, because the guys had brought back all these like girls from the club, and they're like, let's get them really drunk. And I was like, this is a weird plot.
But and the guys are, well, Ronnie has a baby.
Yeah.
And then
So does Vinny.
isn't
Vinny has a baby too?
the situation in jail?
He's
Yeah,
going
going
to
to be.
jail. I think he's going to get sentenced in September for tax evasion.
Oh,
Yikes.
So that's what I want to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this sinister laugh.
I like
It's
Vinny.
so random. Like, how did he not pay his taxes?
I
A lot,
mean, he's an
a lot of
idiot.
Indians are reality TV stars. Same with Teresa and her husband in
Yeah.
Jersey Housewives. Yeah, I mean, I remember the episode I watched all about like the new Mike, the old situation. The situation's dead, and the new Mike, he's a nice guy now, and he was so awful, whatever. That was just the whole episode. And Snooki lost her wedding ring, and then they were
jeez.
crying. I don't remember. That's it.
The situation had to change his life. He was a nightmare. And then he had to go to rehab and stuff. Like, it all, like, the reality TV thing became his reality. And now I think he's, like, in the most trouble. I think he had to do this show to pay off his tax.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
totally.
it's a mess.
Like, I don't think he was a choice.
Yeah.
I think this was his only skill.
Yeah. What other queer is he gonna do?
I have no idea.
I mean, he could flip burgers at a McDonald's, I guess, but that's
He could run for president.
honestly, he could.
I mean, he hasn't paid his taxes. That's all he needs.
Yeah, right.
True.
You don't need to release your tax returns
We'd have
anymore.
to see that tax return first, yeah, for sure. Well, from one reality show to another, Queer Eye star Anthony Porowski has moved up from the world of avocados to opening a new restaurant. Anthony will be reopening the classic NYC diner Village Den in the West Village. The restaurant closed its doors this past May after 36 years of serving customers, only to be reopened by Anthony in September.
I love how like one season of a show doing well leads to like all of them like embarking on things. Like
Yeah.
they feel like I'm sure they feel this pressure to like venture out and do something of their own that is like meaningful. I don't know that Anthony will actually like be involved in this restaurant. Like I don't feel that
Yeah.
for him and his journey. Like I could see him tagging on to the other people who are opening the restaurant
Yeah, his
because I know
partners.
he has partners in this. But I mean, it's just funny. Like, and everything he makes on the show, I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like didn't know that attractive people could get made fun of until that first season of Queer Eye, and everybody was like, Anthony can't cook. He's a dumbass. All he does is slice avocados open. And I was like, oh my God, pretty people get bullied too? That's crazy.
Well, he didn't go to culinary school. When you look at his Wikipedia, it's literally like he taught himself to cook using his grandma's recipes. I'm like, that doesn't count.
But he did.
Yeah, that
Hey,
doesn't
he
count.
did work in a restaurant.
As a busboy and then
and
a waiter.
he worked his way up, and he has
As a
restaurant. Okay,
That's true.
You know what, kids? It's still on brand for him. Okay, this is still on brand.
I don't know
It's
how
not
I
like
feel
he's out
about you calling us kids.
Yeah.
You've never done that before,
You're like our
and I
little
want you
brother.
to never do that
women.
again. The white man at the table. All right, children.
All I was gonna say, it's on brand for him. I can see him
Totally.
whether he stops by and gives a wave and a toast and every once in a while or
toast?
whatever. And it was a West Village institution that he has helped bring back. So, and you know what? Yeah, he can cook, and so he can cook better than I can. So,
It's not saying that.
not saying much at all. But okay.
I actually really like love. Wow, this is not good. But I actually really loved him on Queer Eye until I read about him talking about like the gay bakery. And like
Oh,
Jonathan Van Ness and him got into it. I can't really talk about it, but guys, you can just Google that. It's very interesting. But what was I gonna say about Anthony? I don't know. I just blanked.
I just think the people he's going into partnership with are known for opening other restaurants, but none of those restaurants have big chefs. So I think it sort of like goes with their brand where like they don't have a known chef. The food's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
not gonna be like crazy, you know, Michelin starred or anything. But like you said, he's gonna create like an atmosphere.
Yeah.
He'll pop in, he'll get some money.
It's like
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
It's like healthy food that's like kind of fast casual in a way. So yeah, this would be a cool thing for him to do.
Yeah.
And he is good at making those like fast, quick, healthy things. That's what he kind of does on the show. So I don't know. I'm gonna go.
I love how like on one episode of the show, he's like, you know what, this episode, like, you're just gonna teach me something.
I love that one, yeah.
And they were like, what? And then the next episode, someone was like, I love Indian food. And he's like, let's just go get Indian food.
Yeah.
Like, that was the whole...
He does take a lot of people to other people's restaurants and have other chefs make things. That's a good. I've never really pulled that out.
Hey, that's a talent. Going
is.
to the right restaurant. That's
All
all I
these
got.
guys are capitalizing though on their new fame. Like,
Yeah,
I've seen
impressive.
almost every week one of them is like writing something for a women's magazine, or like Tan France had a deal with Men's Warehouse where he was like helping people find suits. So I think this show is so big, it's like a cash grab. You have to kind of capitalize on the momentum.
I mean, they have millions of followers on Instagram.
So many.
So it's just like...
Tan France is like posting so much lately, like shouting out other brands on his Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's like,
chill
chill a little. Because I followed him for him. And now when celebrities are so fast to just be like, and try this tea, it's really great for your hair. You know, it's just like, okay, stop.
Are they like small brands or are they bigger brands?
No, they're just like little
getting
things
paid.
here and there, and I'm just like, okay, it feels so fake. But
Yeah.
like, I
It's
love
tough.
Tan France.
I'm sick of the teeth whitening Instagram posts. Like, I love this
I see that
whitening.
for everyone,
It's like,
yeah.
we get it. You're getting paid a lot of money to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
all
if
so
anybody
bitter.
wants to pay us,
Yeah, we're all like,
Oh,
we'll do it.
and I would do it for like 20 bucks.
Yeah,
a post.
really?
Some
Happily
tea.
do it.
Yeah.
I like tea.
Later today, we're all on Instagram being like, whiten your teeth.
Yeah. Hashtag ad. It's that, the picture of the glowing mouth. You're like,
Yeah.
I do
Anyway.
it.
oh.
I would do
I'll
it
sell
too.
myself for anything, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in other TV news, Emmy-nominated Phoebe Waller-Bridge is stepping down as the lead writer of BBC America's Killing Eve. The show's creators handpicked Emerald Fennell of the BBC and PBS series Call the Midwife to take over her duties, as well as 2 new women to join the directing team. Production for the 2nd season of the Cat and Mouse game, starring Sandra Oh and Jodie Comer, is currently underway in Europe.
Oh, this makes me really nervous.
I know.
I mean, we've spoken about on here how, like, I love Killing Eve so much. It was so great. And the fact that they're changing, I mean, listen, it's a head writer. That doesn't mean the entire writing staff is changing.
Totally.
She's staying on as an executive producer, so it's still gonna be in good hands. But it does make me nervous because I felt like the first season was so incredible, and passing it off to someone like Emerald Fennell. Emerald Fennell, you better do a good
Big-
job,
yeah.
Emerald Fennell. Emerald time, Emerald.
Oh.
Rosemary.
I am excited for Emerald Fennell to have this opportunity, though. I think it's really cool that, you know, they're going to give another woman an opportunity to be like a lead writer.
Yeah.
Especially because, you know, Phoebe is so in demand. Now she
Yeah.
can work
Yeah.
on other projects and make other like shows as good as Killing Eve.
Yeah, totally. I mean, she created Fleabag, which is like
Yeah,
been one of the best
so
shows
good.
the past
It's amazing. Have
10
you ever
years.
seen a Fleabag?
It's great. It's
What is
great.
it? I don't even know.
It's on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Fleabag?
I know that
It's
part.
like a dark
but,
comedy. I've actually never really seen it. I've just heard the best things.
Yeah,
about
I watched it all in a day. It's just as
it.
good
I
as
watch a
Killing
lot
Eve.
of TV.
Different
Okay? I
tone,
watch
though.
a lot of TV. I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, but Killing Eve is a spectacular show. I am also a little worried. You just don't like when anything's being messed up.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that unusual for, especially a show like this probably takes a lot of time to write and create, and for her as a showrunner to kind of step away. And like Shannon says, to give another female writer the opportunity to lead a show that went from like, the finale went up like 86% its ratings. Like,
Yeah.
So season 2 is gonna be huge. Phoebe got nominated for best writing in a drama. Sandra Oh got nominated, of course. So it will give a new set of women leaders to kind of carry
yeah.
the show.
There's not enough shows for women. We all have to actually share shows.
All on one show.
That's just what women have to do. It's like, you guys get this one show,
Yeah.
and you can just take turns.
On BBC America too. It's like, here's your one drama.
I have to believe that though, if the show goes off course, that she has some sort of say, since she's still like an EP,
Totally.
on like bringing it back. So I have
Totally.
faith that they're going to deliver for season 2.
I have faith too. I'm just nervous.
I know.
And also, especially because like the way season 1 ended in such a kind of cliffhanger, I'm not gonna ruin it. I would feel like Phoebe definitely mapped out what season 2 was gonna be like. So there must be some sort of guidelines that Fennell, is going to follow.
Emerald Fennell.
Yeah.
What a
Emerald
name.
Fennell.
It's a
good
great
It's
name,
a good
yeah.
character name.
Emerald Fennell.
Well, calling all snack lovers, Lay's has released 8 new potato chip flavors. In an effort to showcase different local cuisines from across the country, the Lay's new Taste of America flavors are inspired by popular regional dishes and include flavors such as chile con queso, Thai sweet chili, and fried pickles with ranch. The new bags hit grocery stores today and will be available until September 23rd.
I hate America
but-
sometimes.
Why?
I hate it.
Nothing is more American than deep dish pizza flavored chips.
Why would you get that because you're just craving that item? Like, would you get the pizza flavored chips when you want pizza?
No,
like,
I'd get a pizza.
You'd get the pizza. So, are there like, would you guys eat these?
No?
Everybody's
is
saying no.
raising their
Who's
hand
eating
saying
these?
yes.
Who is eating
feel
all
like
these
the
chips?
only people who buy these chips are YouTubers who go online and
Right.
are like, we're gonna try the deep dish
Yeah.
pizza chips, and they're like, oh, it tastes like shit.
That is such YouTube energy.
Yeah,
Right?
they do.
You're like,
They're
all
like,
right,
always
guys.
like this,
Yeah.
man.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Hit the button somewhere.
Yeah.
I kind of appreciate, like, I love Lay's original chips, but Lay's gets in trouble because they're like the most like artificially flavored chips. So it's kind of fun to like fuck it, guys. We're
I
doing
know.
deep dish pizza.
Yeah, they're
like,
embracing.
They're just like, whatever, we're embracing any flavor. We're gonna do like milkshake flavor next time.
Ugh.
And I think that's so funny about this thing is like they're regional, so they're only in certain areas from July 30th today to September 23rd.
Yeah.
But like you can only get, clearly I'm mentioning the pizza one a lot because I do want to go to Chicago and try it. I want to try it. It's probably bad. I want to try it. But like it's only available in that city or region. So it's like, okay, I'm not
Or
gonna.
online on the Lay's website.
Are you gonna order them online?
No.
Cajun
Hey, how do you say that one?
Well, like Cajun spice is probably Cajun spice would probably be like a fine one. I'm thinking like if they did like a clam chowder chip, that would be
Ew.
good. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
That'd be disgusting. But like, I don't.
Question for each of you. So
Yeah.
where you're from, what would the chip flavor be? Like I'm from Nebraska, so it'd be like steak flavored chips. Because we have like Omaha steaks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like New England. I'm from Connecticut, but there's nothing there.
Oh, clam chowder.
There would just be like a drug flavored chip. But I think like this one tastes like painkillers.
Yeah. And I'm from DC, so it's like Donald Trump's tan now.
Ew.
It's like what is it gonna?
Cheetos.
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 There you go.
That
Is
was
this
an easy
Cheeto
joke.
flavored Lay's?
That was an easy joke we missed.
Yeah.
Well, you got it.
I got it.
You got
just
it.
missed
I picked it up.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking like a lobbyist's sweat or tears, but anyway, now it's Trump now. Anyway,
Gross.
DC. Ew. Also, this reminds me of which I do like the Harry Potter jelly bean. You know those magical jelly beans.
Oh,
like when
yeah.
Dumbledore's like earwax or whatever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's kind of like
Those
that.
were so
But that's a
gross.
magical world that's not real, and this is real life. So.
Yeah, I like jelly beans, but the weird jelly beans, why do people like
The
those?
Jelly Belly ones that taste
Yeah,
like throw up.
they like the thrill
What's
of
wrong
like,
with
they're
people?
like, this one's,
taste
yeah,
good.
earwax.
Earwax.
Do you
I
the
like
weird-
all the nasty flavors, like the toothpaste
Ew,
and like the
Shannon.
cut grass one. Yeah, they're all good.
There's a cut.
There's
You
a
like
booger
that?
one. Yeah.
Why do you like them?
I don't know what. Maybe I'm a tiny little masochist. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Do you
S&M
like
for
how
your
they
mouth.
taste a little bad?
Like you
though?
like
yeah.
when it tastes bad.
Yeah.
You like that it tastes weird. Okay, that makes sense, I feel.
You know, late at night I watch horror films right before I go to bed, and I eat a ton of boogers and earwax.
Wow,
jelly
that's
beans.
so disgusting.
I know.
gross.
Let's try and pick it up on a good note.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
on to our favorite part of the show. We all know Elaine Hendrix as Meredith Blake, the gold-digging, child-hating, lizard-eating, evil stepmother-to-be in what has become one of the most watched movies of all time, The Parent Trap. Today, she joins us to celebrate the film's 20th anniversary since its release in 1998. Let's take a look.
Being in love is a fantastic mystery that takes a man and a woman.
I don't mean to be jerky when you're trying to be all mushy and everything, but I know what mystery my dad sees in you.
You do?
You're young and beautiful and sexy, and hey, the guy's only human. But if you ask me, marriage is supposed to be based on something more than just sex, right?
Boy, your father underestimates you.
But you won't. Will you, Meredith?
Being young and beautiful is not a crime, you know. And for your 411, I adore your father. He's exactly the kind of man I always planned on marrying. This is the real deal, honey, and nothing you do is going to come between us. Hate to break it to you, Angel, but you are no longer the only girl in Nick Parker's life. Get over it.
If this is the real deal, then my dad's money has nothing to do with you wanting to marry him, right?
Okay, Puss. You listen, and you listen good. I am marrying your father in 2 weeks, whether you like it or not. So I suggest you do not tangle with me anymore. You are in way over your head. Is that clear?
Crystal.
Please give a warm Bill Brunch welcome to Elaine Hendrix.
thanks for coming.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yes.
wow, I'm like booming out into the world. And I love it.
All of New York can hear you right now.
Exactly. Fantastic.
It's so fun to watch that clip with you.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea that this film would be as successful as it is today?
No clue. I was still relatively new in Hollywood, and I had done, at that time, I had done a remake of Get Smart, because I seemed to be like the remake queen. And then I'd done Romy Michelle's high school reunion, and then
Oh my God, I want to get into that too.
and then along comes The Parent Trap, and so I was just like, wow, this is so great, and we're in these fabulous locations and saying this great dialogue to this wonderful story, and I had fabulous clothes and a great cast, and it was magical.
It's so great. I mean, it's iconic.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and it's weird because I get these reactions all the time from people who are like, oh my God, you're Meredith Blake. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm Elaine Hendrix, really. But listen, I'm so honored to be part of such a piece of cinematic history. It's kind of crazy.
And I was such a big fan of the original one with Haley Mills. And so I was like, I remember being a kid and being super excited for this and it just connecting with it so much because it was like so modernized in all the right ways. But for your character, you're sort of channeling the Vicky character. Yes. But I love how they brought the actress back to play your mom.
Yes, I think most people know that.
Yeah.
The woman who originally played my role in the original film, then played my mom.
Yeah.
You may call me Aunt Vicky. That was her in our movie.
So how much did she inspire your portrayal?
Well, I didn't watch the film until after I booked it because I didn't want to be influenced in any way. And so after I saw it, it was like, oh, wow. And then I was like, am I gonna have to slap a kid? She like slaps Haley Mills in the movie. Like, that's really intense. But I didn't, thankfully, have to slap Lindsay Lohan. And, but like we had little, like one of the things she had, she wore in the movie a bracelet with like a little charm on it. So in one of the scenes, I have a bracelet with a little charm. Yeah, and my mom was a big fan of the original movie. So that also like made it special.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
How was it working with Lindsay Lohan? Because this was her film debut, and I mean, there's two of her. What was that experience like?
Yeah, she is, I mean, if you've seen the movie, I watched it again here recently because of the 20th anniversary, and it's like, wow, she just is so good. Like, we knew she was good while we were filming it, but it still holds up, and you're like, God, this kid is so talented. And we just had a ball filming it. We were always like dancing and hugging and singing and bouncing around. We tried to make it fun because she was a kid.
Yeah,
when we were
right.
filming it.
Was it difficult with the CGI? This is filmed in the late 90s, which I feel like before a lot of the technology we're all now used to.
I know. Back in the older days.
Back in the old 20 years ago.
Yes, had to film everything twice. We did. We filmed, like, any scene she was in, we filmed twice. And so she would, you know, do one, once they came together. So she would do one side, and then she would have to go change, and then, like, you know, adjust to the accent, and then come back, and we would film the other side. And so it made for a longer process, but, I mean, nobody minded. It was a dream.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite moments from shooting the film?
Oh my gosh. I feel like it's such a cop-out to say everything, but it was just like, it was this dream moment in life, and I hope that makes people happy, like hearing that, because they love the movie, and so I want them to know, like, we loved the experience of making that movie, everything about it.
Yeah.
And I love that your character is a villain, but like recently there's all this like social media sort of like reclaiming the villain title and saying like, you know what, she was actually just a woman about her business, and these two little girls were the villains. So what do you think about that theory?
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, people, let's have a conversation, because hashtag Stan Meredith Blake.
Yeah.
Okay? That's in the back. Yeah, I have the millennials to thank for that.
Yeah.
So thanks, y'all, because they were awful. I mean, everybody thinks like Meredith Blake, oh, she was after his money and all this. It's like, oh, let's remember she was a successful publicist.
Yes. At 20-something years old. Wait, I have to say, because when you're a little kid, like you're taught that like the first person to love to hate I ever loved to hate was Meredith Blake. But when I get older, you're like, wait a second. She's 20-something years old, a successful publicist. She knows what she wants. Yeah, go for it, Meredith.
Right.
And also, 2 weeks until her wedding. I'd be freaking out if I were her.
Yeah, I
with
couldn't believe it.
All together, and don't forget looking good, doing it all. Right?
Yes.
And she turned his business around. He needed her.
No,
that's true.
He made
thank you.
his life better.
Thank you. See, time really does like reveal the truth about situations.
I like to think that she found like a nice Silicon Valley guy, and she's just like living the dream. Where do you think she is?
Yeah. Well, yeah. She moved on to her next project.
Totally.
AKA another man. And Meredith did just fine.
Yeah, not worried about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the. I keep saying we need to make a sequel to that. Meredith's Revenge.
Yeah.
So we can all find out like what happened.
What'd she do? Because no way she just like sat around and didn't do
No
anything.
way.
Yeah.
No.
Since watching the film, I'm always threatening to send people to Switzerland. And speaking of, we actually have a tweet from you, which was great. Yeah, look at that. Kids today will never know how much we hated this woman. I will ship every one of you back off to Switzerland.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yes, that tweet, that was one of these things, I think I was like, oh, like I shot it off at like 10 o'clock at night. 2 days later, it has almost 200,000 retweets, almost 800,000 likes.
Yeah.
I was like,
I liked it.
Yeah.
I remember when it came out, I was like, that's hysterical.
Absolutely.
So good.
Yeah, you kind of like made the whole almost sending the kids off to boarding school thing. Like you really brought that back. Like that's like that impacted us forever. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I was afraid.
well, isn't that where they should go?
Triggered.
You also starred in one of my favorite comedies ever, Superstar, as Evian.
Yes.
At least my parents didn't name me after a bottle of water. Which I feel like, how did you get through any scene without laughing your ass off?
Oh, we didn't. So switching over to Superstar and filming that, you know, that was with Molly Shannon, Will Ferrell, Harlan Williams, the guys, a few of the guys from Kids in the Hall, Bruce McCullough, on and on. It was like going to an improv set every day. So in between takes, we were constantly like making up stories and characters. Tom Green. I mean, it was crazy. That's another movie that was just so much fun.
And did you have to take dance lessons, do the Will Ferrell dance at the end? Or you
Well,
just did it?
let me tell you something. Doing the fax machine, listen, it looks easy. It's not. It takes skills.
Coordination.
So.
Yeah.
What?
I said a lot of coordination.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was so good.
I started my career as a classically trained dancer.
Oh, really?
Which is, that's not a joke, I did. So, like, doing all that. Anytime I get to dance in a project, I'm like, yeah, it's good, it jazzes
Such
me.
a good movie.
Oh, no pun intended.
And then you already mentioned Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, and you play one of the popular girls that comes back. Like, actually, their fashion's great, and like changes the whole narrative of the
Why
show.
don't you
I
just
love it.
reenact all her
I
roles?
feel good. I'll put a wig on. Do everything.
Yes, and am I supposed to make your day and tell you that you super suck?
Yes. Bye, guys. I'll see you later.
Life made.
Yeah.
So I noticed that your Twitter handle said Elaine for Animals.
Yes.
So let's talk about some of your animal activism, because I just love, your heart seems so like just open and kind. I love that.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Yeah, so I decided that like my purpose for acting and like, you know, getting to reach so many people that I love doing, like I really wanted a platform. I really wanted a cause that I could champion. And it should have seemed obvious because I loved animals and the environment. Like my whole entire life, I've been obsessed with animals. But then I watched an undercover fur video. And it was like somebody punched me in the stomach. I wasn't expecting to have the reaction that I had. And so ever since that moment, I'm like, that's what I'm gonna champion. And for me, it's because animals are like the ultimate innocence. They don't ever grow up to then like make their own choices. They're constantly at the whims of humans. So So thank you for bringing that up, because I do always like to talk about them. And it's so easy to help animals. Like, you can go to my website and you can see everything that I do, or follow me, because I share a lot of just really great practical information.
And what is the pet matchmaker thing that you do?
The pet matchmaker, I haven't been as active in that just because I've been doing a lot of filming and a lot of traveling, but I work a lot in rescue. I have literally, because I've helped bust puppy mills and all this, so I've rescued like thousands of animals, and so I always try to, help with not just the rescue portion, but the continuing on and getting them in homes. So that's where the pet matchmaker came from.
How many pets do you have?
At the moment, I only have 4.
Only 4?
Only 4.
Is that a lot? Yeah, and then we also, I like to foster animals as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's tough work, fostering, when you have to say goodbye.
Oh, I foster puppies too. It was one of the most rewarding experiences, but incredibly hard when you have to give the puppies.
Totally.
So,
I don't, well, because I do it all the time, I'm like, go on, because I need to get another one in, so please take, so I don't have a problem with that, because I know you are doing such a great thing to help them.
Yeah. You recently starred in FX's Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Will you tell us a little about that?
Oh, I loved that show so much, and that was with Dennis Leary on FX, and we went for 2 seasons, and I got to play this total rocker chick, entirely different than anything I had done, and that was a blast. And now, from that, Dennis and I, we just clicked. And so he actually wrote a role for me in his new pilot that we just shot for USA called Erase. I'm not really allowed to talk about it yet, but everybody's got to stalk USA and tell them to pick us up. So,
That's awesome. Do you like acting for TV better than film, or both kind of the same?
Oh, it's entirely different. It's like apples and oranges. The acting part is the same, but TV moves so much faster than films. So sometimes the filming process, you do a lot of waiting around, where television, it kind of moves a little more. But I mean, I do it all. I do theater, and being here in New York, I really hope that I get to do some more theater soon, because I love acting. Yeah.
Well, we love to see you in everything.
Thank you.
We're so excited. Thank you so much for coming on.
This was a blast. Thank you all.
So
and I got Dr.
talking to you.
Seuss this morning. And
so many childhood dreams fulfilled today.
Congratulations to The Parent Trap on celebrating its 20th anniversary. If you haven't yet, check out the film to catch Elaine Hendrix as the wicked Meredith Blake. And you can learn more about Elaine's foundation by logging on to www.thepetmatchmaker.org. That's all from us. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same table. Elaine Hendrix, everyone!